Okay, so good day to you, whoever you are. My name is Emmanuel, and then if you are watching this video, it means that you have successfully activated your Royalty account. Now, one thing I want you to know before we start this lesson is that this business is not for lazy people, okay? But if you are just willing, if you are willing and then you want to learn, trust me, you will make money beyond your wildest expectations. This business, I repeat, it is not for lazy people. Trading is hard, okay? You trading from this global market of billions of people who are trading with millions of dollars. And then you are also trading, trying to make money. It is not easy, okay? But if you are willing, then you are ready to learn, you will make money in this business, okay? Good. So let's start our lesson. Now, in order for you to trade on RoyalQ, this is what you need to do. Okay, you click on mine. Okay, here is it. Oh, sorry, my arrow has um covered it, but it is here. Okay, it is here. It is down there. You click on mine. So I'm sure you can see it now. You can click on mine. It's on your right. Click on mine. Then you scroll down. So you can see my name there. You scroll down. Then you go to what? My strategy settings. Okay, here is it. My strategy settings. Okay, good. You click on it and then you realize that I have added a strategy. Okay, now you come and add yours. Okay, so you click on the plus. I'm sure you can see the plus on your right. Click on the plus. Now when you get here, okay, when you get here, now that's what you have to do. You change the steady to radical. Okay, you change it to what? To radical. Okay, and click on sure. Now the option, you input what? My settings. Okay, now the first buying amount, you can input the amount of money you want to use to start the trade. Let me say $50. 50. Now let me explain what all this thing means. Okay, all this thing you are seeing here, it is not just there for fun. Okay, now the first buying amount simply means that the amount of money you want to use to start this trade. Okay, that's what it means, first buying amount. Now, open position double. It means that whatever settings you have done here, okay, whatever settings you have done here, you want the robot to do times 2 of that. Okay, you want the robot to do what? Times 2 of that, but we don't use that. Now, AI margin call should be off. Okay, we don't use that either. It is like a way the robots used to buy the dip, but we don't use that. Now, margin call limit, it should be what? It should be 50. That's what I use. Okay, now when we say margin call limit, it simply means that the a number of times the robot should buy a coin when it is in dip. Okay, margin call limit simply means that when the market drops, okay, that's what we mean by what? Margin calls. Now the whole position take profit ratio should be what? 2%. The whole Okay, let me explain the whole position take profit ratio. It simply means that how many percent do you want from this trade? Okay, this coin that you're using your money to trade, how many percent do you want from it? Okay, that's what it means. Now, whole position take profit callback. It simply means that um, when the market goes up, okay, when the market goes up, let's assume it goes up by 2%. Now, the robot will not sell immediately. It will wait for the market to go further, maybe 2.2, 2.5, 10%. Okay. Now, the whole position take profit callback here. This one, this one. I understand. Okay, this one, this. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This one. It simply means that I'm talking about this. Okay, it simply means that now you want 2% from this trade, right? Just like we've set here, 2%. but the market will not, or the robot will not sell exactly at 2%. It will wait for the coin to go higher. So let's assume the market has gone up by 2%. Now, the whole position take profit callback simply means that when the market starts dropping by 0.3, I want you to sell this coin and then do what? Give me my profit. Okay, so now let's look at this. Let's look at this. 2% minus 0.3. So that's 1.7, right? Good. So it means that in actual sense, you are making what? 1.7% from this trade. Okay, but we don't put 0.3, we make it what? 0.01. Okay, we don't want any disappointment. Now, the margin configuration, I'll come back to there. Now, the buy and callback also, it has its own meaning. Like, let me click this and let's read. If the callback buy settings is too low, the position will be frequently bought. Okay, if set too high, opportunities may be lost. We set the parameters according to your risk preference and strategy. So the buy and callback simply refers to how swift the robot will buy the tokens when they are down or when they are up or something like that. Okay. So you change that one to 0.01. Okay, I hope you are following. Okay, 0.01. Now, the sub position take profit callback is also what? 0.01. Okay, then change the strategy period. You change it to what? One shot. As you can see, one shot. Okay, now let's go to the main one, the most difficult of all, margin configuration. Okay, now the margin configuration, let me show you something. If you put 3 here, okay, when you come to the margin configuration, the margin call limits are putting what? 3. Okay, this margin call limits, this are putting what? 3. Okay, now when it comes to the margin configuration, it is what? It is 3. I hope you can see it. It is 3. Now let's go back. If I change it to 50, now when it comes to the margin configuration, it is what? It is 50. Look at the last one, 50. Okay, now we use 50 margin calls. My team, that's what I use, 50 margin calls, because we don't want any surprises. Now, when you look at this, okay, we have margin call drop, then buy in ratio. Okay, now it simply means that you see there are two sides, right and then left. The one on your left is called DCA, dollar cost averaging. Okay, now let me give you an example. Let's assume I want to buy Bitcoin $100, and then you also want to buy $100, but you bought Bitcoin $100 at a go. Okay, you just went into the market, bought it at a go. But I waited for the price of Bitcoin to drop by 5%. Then I bought, let's say, $50. And I waited for the price again to drop by 7%. Then I bought another $50. Now we both have what? $100 worth of Bitcoin. But when the market starts going up, I'm going to have more money than you. Okay, like I'm going to make more profit than you. Okay, because I bought at a lower price. Okay, now, so that's what we are doing here. Okay, the margin configuration allow the robot to buy at a lower price so that we can make profit. Okay, in cryptocurrency you don't buy high, you buy it when it is low, then you sell when it is high. Okay, so the one on the left is called what? DCA. This one, the one on the left here, is called what? DCA, dollar cost averaging. Now let's come to the one on your right. The one on your right is called martingale strategy. Okay, now let's assume, for those of you who play Aviator, okay, for those of you who play Aviator, now playing Aviator, then you lose the game. What do? You double your earnings. So let's assume I'm playing Aviator, then I lost what? $2. When I'm playing the game again, I'll not bet with what? $2. I'm going to bet with what? $4. So that when I lose, so that when I win, initially when I lose the game, okay, I've lost it. So the second time I bet was $4. When I win the second game. I'm going to get the money for what? For the first game and then the second game. Okay. Now let's assume I lost the first game. I lost the first game. I lost the second game. Okay. When I'm playing the third game, I'm going to bet what? 8 cedis or $8 or $6, so that when I win the game, I'm going to get my money for the first one, for the second one, and then for the third one. I hope you understand. So it's called what? Dollar cost averaging. It's called what? Dollar cost averaging. Okay. The one on the left is called what? Dollar cost averaging. The one on the right is called martingale what? Strategy. But when you combine them all, they are all called what? Margin configuration. Okay. Now this is what we are going to do. The one on your left, you are going to change here to 2%. Okay. The next one is going to be 2.2. The next one is going to be what? 2.3. The next one is going to be what? 2 point, sorry, 2.4, then 2.6. Okay. Then here is going to be what? 2.8. Here is going to be what? 3%. Here is going to be what? 3.2. Here is going to be what? 3.6. And the next one, 3.8. Sorry, 3.8. Okay. And the next one is going to be what? 4. The next one is what? 4.2. Okay. The next one is what? 4.4. Okay, so we are going to do that to the last one. But when you get to the last one, look at what you are going to do. I don't want to do all so that the video will be long. Look at what you are going to do. The last three, okay, we are going to change the 46 call to 5%. Or let me say, I'm coming, sorry. Let me say 15% or okay, 15%. Here let me say 18%. Here is going to be what? 25. Okay, now we do this so that in case the market drops lower, it will buy more. Okay, we don't want to make so many margin calls, like 100 margin calls, or no. You have to input and set them all. It's too much work. Okay, so now look at the top. 2%, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 3, 3.2, 3.2, 3.4, 3.6, 3.8, then what? 4. Then move on to what? 4.2 and all that. But the last one, I'm going to make it to what? Oh, okay. The last one, let me see. Okay, so the last three, I was talking about the last three. Okay, so the last three, let's make them 15, 18, and then what? 25. Okay, 15, 18, 25. I think that's good. Now you're going to come here on your right hand side. Okay, so you are going to do the one on the left to the bottom. Okay, you're going to do that to the bottom. Now on your right hand side, all you're going to do is what? 0.15, 0.23, 0.15, 0.23 to the last option. Okay, that's what I'm going to do to the last option. Now the last three, I'm going to put what? 5, 7, then here 10. 5, 7, 10, or 5, 7, 10. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, it's good. So I'm sure you understand. 0.15, 0.23, 0.15, 0.23, 0.15, 0.23, like that to the very end, except for the last three. Okay, except for the last three. I don't want to do all of them. The video will be too long. So except for the last three. So look at it. Look at the way I've done it. Okay, then you save it. Okay, you save it. Let's go. Let me eat. I'm coming. It seems I've made a mistake. I don't call it seems there's a mistake somewhere. I think there's 3.8. Fine. Okay. So now you are going to do that. 6, 8.3. Okay, so now you are going to do that the very end. I don't want to do all, so I've shown you how to do it, so you just do it. Now I'll go to back. Then when you are done, you come to distributed and take profit allocation. Now here, from 5 to 20, you make them 1%. From 5 to 20, you make them what? 1%. So 1, 1, 1, up to what? Up to 20. Then from 20 to 30, you make them what? 1.1, 1.1. From 20 to 30, 1.1. Okay, so 20 to what? 30, 1.1. Okay, then from 30 to 40, 1.2. From 30 to 40, from 30 to 40. Okay, from 31, you can make it 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, up to 40. So this is 40, so make it 1.2. Then the rest, you can leave it, then you save it. Okay, then you save this. Okay, so this is our settings. This is our settings. Look at it. It is here. This one. That's our what? Our settings. Okay, that's our settings. Okay, now after you are done, you go back. Okay, you are done. Then just go back. Okay, so in my next video, I'll show you how to trade. Okay, thank you very much. So I'm sure you've seen the way I did everything, and then you can do it. It is not confusing, so please take your time and do it. Okay, take your time and then do it. Okay, thank you very much.